1991, NASA decided to dedicate one day of the year to honor all astronauts who lost their lives on missions or during training. This year, the NASA family selected January 26th as their honorable day, but the Challenger Learning Center is also hosting an entire week of remembrance this year, and they want to hear from you. For the very first time, the center will launch their Maine Space Stories project. From January 22nd through the 26th, they're welcoming the public to come in and share their personal space stories in hopes to create a video archive for generations to come. The new initiative aims to honor the families impacted by the Challenger disaster while sharing appreciation for space. The executive director says these stories could inspire the upcoming generation of scientists and leaders.
Everyone has a space story to tell, so I thought, this is a great time. We had an excellent opportunity partnering with Colby College and having a Jam Plan intern and really helping make it happen. So this is the first year that we really get to have a community event and have Maine Space Stories available for everyone.
Millions of people across the country just watching it on TV. It was supposed to be this big momentous occasion, and then they actually saw it unfold. And we thought that a lot of people, like my parents included, have these kind of shared core memories almost of watching that happen live, and we thought, people could actually relate and connect to this.
If you're interested in booking a time to go in and share your stories, you can follow the link on our website to sign up. The Maine Space Stories project encourages Mainers of all ages to share their personal narrative.